Hey, what's up guys? Daz Petzergling here. And this is finally the third game between Stork and Kwanro, capping off an epic fucking series. I think if you're watching this game, you probably know what's going on right now. It's the fourth broadcast of the MSL round of 16. But yeah, Stork and Kwanro, man. Stork was looking like he was in a lot of trouble, losing the first game to Kwanro, going down 0-1. And I mean, he was in a really bad spot in that second game for a while. I mean, not I'd say a really bad spot, but he was definitely at a risk of losing that game. It was really kind of close. He managed to get his expansion out and come out on top and take over the game. But I mean, he was definitely under threat there. And I gotta say, even though Stork has the momentum, he's got to be on his tiptoes, man. He has to watch out for Kwanro. Kwanro's dangerous. Kwanro's shown that he's willing to gamble it and go for anything. And I mean, Stork has been this close to getting knocked out, and he's really got to feel the pressure here. Anyway, 2-1-0. Had to do that to sync us up. Should be a fucking exciting game, man. I think both of their playstyles make for exciting games. Stork's got a pretty entertaining PvZ style, even though he might not be the best PvZ player. He does have a pretty control-heavy PvZ style, and it's fun to watch. And Kwanro, of course, fucking, he could do anything, man. He's got a super control style. Super all-in Zergling. Actually, two-hatch hybrid.
You say that you enjoy his style, but I know deep down inside you hate that. Like, seeing Luxury's 2-hatch Hydra, like, that's awesome, but I hate that shit. I hate that 2-hatch Hydra shit killing my Terran. That doesn't make me happy. But
no,
anyway,
I like fucking Zergs. I mean, I like fucking Stork's PvZ style. I'm not saying I like fucking Kwanro. I mean, actually, I kind of like the way Kwanro plays too. Just fucking, I hate it against Protoss, but I love it when he does it to Terrans, so go I still hope
I'm going to totally derail the subject here. 22 and 19 stats on this map, and although to the average person it would say, well, you know, that's pretty balanced, seems like a balanced map. I don't know if you guys remember, but about a month ago when this map came out, this was like completely dominant towards Protoss. It was almost like, I think it was like somewhere between a 20 and 5 win rate between both the races, and it was like, this is like the dominant. Oh yeah, it wasn't. I'm kind of exaggerating there, but it was at least up in the 70% for Protoss, and a lot of people said, like, there was never really a definite reason, but a lot of people said this map was massively imbalanced toward Protoss, and to see that the stats are back in Zerg's favor, Zerg have been completely dominating on this map lately, and I think that is majorly in part towards this 3-hatch Spire, 5-hatch build, which at least I've been seeing dominate this map for the most part. But that really doesn't suit Kwanro's style, and we see Kwanro taking his gas right away with the early pool, so I don't think it's going to be for any sort of massive hatchery macro build, although I think it would work out for Kwanro because Stork is going to be really defensive here, probably making extra cannons, which is where this massive Hydra build really is in breeding grounds when a Protoss overprotects and then you just kind of macro up. But I really don't think that suits Kwanro's playstyle, and I think we're going to see Kwanro do some sort of fast tech build, but hey, he might surprise me.
Stork actually sticking out a probe there. I wonder
yeah,
if he's
that's a good move though. I like to see Protosses do that, just to hide him, just to make sure, especially against Zergs like Kwanro.
As soon as that first probe dies, or Kwanro moves his Zerglings out, you just get that second probe there. And against a player like Kwanro, getting that second probe in and finding out exactly what he's doing, especially if you catch him with the 2-hatch, I mean, it makes it so much easier. Oh wow, he already moved the second probe in, so he kind of gave that away a little bit. I don't know why he did that.
You know what, actually what I think happened is, right when the Zerglings hatched, Stork had his probe alive in his base, and he thought, oh, Kwanro's going to get this probe right away, and then he right-clicked on the minerals with a second probe so that just in case there was 2 Zerglings blocking, it would run by. And then to Stork's astonishment, he had actually kept his probe alive the entire time versus those Zerglings, and then the other probe just kind of ran up.
Oh, that's a lot of Zerglings, man.
Oh my god,
Kwanro's going to go for a bust here. Oh man, I really hope
Stork knows though. He's pulling 5 probes. Yeah. Look at that. That's such a Loctite wall in. There's no way that Kwanro is going to be able to do anything to this.
Yeah, thank God for that, man. See, that's what Stork needs to do. I mean, he just needs to be super careful. Like, he's the better player. Okay, he needs to make sure that these don't go around and get up the ramp. He needs to move some probes back. Okay, that was close. Kwanro trying to be a big fucking nerd here and split his Zerglings. Oh, he's going to go to kill the cannon. Oh my god, he might actually kill these cannons. He's got them surrounded. Really good thing for Stork that he built a third one. Oh my god, the third cannon might go down. He's got a micro. Oh no. This is horrible for Stork. This is really bad news. He's got to use all of his probes here. I mean, the Zerglings are weak. He's going to get most of these Zerglings, but he's losing probes. Hopefully he started a Zealot already. Oh man, that was a really fucking good save by Stork. Almost a disaster there. Oh man, look at that. He's breathing a fucking sigh of relief. Jesus Christ, what a fucking...
That was a good decision to put that third cannon down. And we always see players put down that third cannon and overprotect, and it's almost like, wow, why did they put down that third cannon? Well, that's why. And it looks like Kwanro's streaming in more Zerglings, and Stork, but Stork has the Zealot out, and he's going to be able to lock that. I mean, this was a really good wall-in from Stork, and I really like the way that he designed his SimCity. And the cannon's up, the Zealot's alive, and he's going to be able to protect those probes mining once he gets the... Oh, wow, he has no probes in his main base. So that attack did a lot more damage than I thought it would. Now it looks like Stork mantling some probes back. Yeah, so there's some. And Kwanro's actually, I don't know what his Zerglings are doing there, but he actually, oh, he got one probe, and he's going to be able to get a few probes here. But look at how careful Stork is. Stork knows he needs to keep that Zealot alive. He's not trying to get a little economic bonus from saving his probes. He's just playing extremely safe. Although that, you know, if anything came out of that, that really, really delayed Stork's tech. He was forced to put down 3 additional cannons, and he lost a lot of probes there. And just now his cybernetics score is going up. But in response, Kwanro invested so much larva into that, and even though it looked like Kwanro did a lot of damage, he's gonna, I mean, look at that. I mean, that's typical of Kwanro, is he's gonna have that low drone count, but Kwanro is still on 3 hatcheries, so not to say that wasn't a good attack, but I just think that Stork handled it well, and he had really good response there, and he played really safe, and that pays off. But, you know, one thing in favor of Kwanro, that Stork is going to be playing scared here, and he's also going to be playing blind. Kwanro is going to have his base walled off here, and until Stork gets like at least 3 Zealots, he's not going to be able to move out or have any idea what Kwanro's doing. And I think he may be in fear of some sort of 2-hatch Mutalisk build, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Stork put down a couple cannons in his main mineral line.
You know what though, like I gotta say, as a Protoss, nothing feels better than surviving one of those things. Like Stork probably feels like $1,000,000 right now. Like, I mean, he doesn't know exactly what Kwanro's up to, but that hurt Kwanro's economy more than it hurt Stork's. Stork has definitely got an advantage in this game. It's not a huge advantage because Kwanro did get that 3rd hatchery and he is pumping drones. But Stork has definitely got a bit of an advantage in this game, and it's just like it's a great psychological feeling to survive one of those super all-in links. I mean, he came this close to being knocked out of the MSL, and he's still here, and he's now got a chance to play in a straight-up game versus a guy who